A bank that believes we should all get more for money, like a path to turn late nights into beach days. And a nudge when you've got enough for the go. Go for it, girl. Let's get more for money. Huntington Bank.
Hi, we're the Shelters.
And the little thing we love about the 30-count Chick-fil-A nuggets is that it's a great way to
It's gonna be a good day today, man. Check it out. So you've come a long way on this build. I'm just cleaning it up right now, and something we got left over. Let me get this on. All right, got all this section done right here. All right.
is that it's a great way to show the holiday love.
The nuggets always hit the right note.
Real guests pay for their testimonials.
All right, you guys want to see what it looked like before I built that? This piece right here. That's cool, dude. With like that, woo! All right, now I've got all this is ready. I'm gonna come on this side, right at the top. So I was speaking to, let me turn this down. I was talking to a friend of mine, and so I could be wrong, but this is just my opinion and what I've come up with just with my experience. They're like, hey man, why don't you use like 22 gauge or 20 gauge? And I didn't want to be rude, so I wasn't rude about it. And I said, I know some of the calls for that. I said, but why not make it last a little bit longer and put some more integrity into it with just a thicker gauge? And so, what do you mean? I was like, well, this is 18 gauge steel. It's not 20. It's 18. It's a little bit harder to work. I understand that, but it's solid, man. It's not tinny. It's not that tinny feel. I don't know. Thicker's better for me, you know? And I'm sure the customer will agree with that as well. You get all these guys in here, and I'm not talking smack. I understand the name of the game. I'm just saying if you can do and add a little bit more lifetime to the actual panel, why not? It just, in the long run, you look better. And the customer's always like, okay, I'm going to take it to Dom. I know he's going to do it right. And that's it, man. You know, I'm not going to load it down with Bondo. I'm definitely not doing that. In fact, I'll show you. I have a gallon of Bondo over here that I have. I don't know. It's probably 3 months old, 4 months old. I don't use a lot of Bondo, you know. But I like the panels to come out as humanly possible. And if I have the time, if the time's allowed, I mean, because I work off hours, if the time is allowed for me to put the amount of hours that it takes to make these things perfect, I will do that. And then if I see to where the panel needs a little bit extra time and the customer doesn't have the money to do it, just so the car can come out real nice, you know, I'll do it. Don't take advantage of me though. But it's just something I like to do. I'm in it for the car, man. And the look on people's faces when they see the work, that's pretty rewarding right there. It really is. I did a vehicle back in the day, and I think the dude's grandpa passed away during the build, and he just he lost the rhythm of it, you know. And then we put it together. We put it together for him and gave it back to him, and he was kind of like, he goes, man, I wish my grandpa was here to see this build done, man. And I said, brother, man, he is. You know, that's the part of it. It gets to bring the memories back. And that's the cool part about building these cars is we do it for the memories, man, and for them to make the memories happen. So with that saying, enough talk. Want to get back to work. Enjoy the show. Welcome to the 4FRONT Hot Rod Show. I'm Dominic, and I go by Dom P. I am in Willow Park, Alito area, and I'm at a shop called SuperTech. And SuperTech sponsors 4FRONT Customs. So SuperTech is in that door. That's SuperTech. Man, those technicians are SuperTechs for a reason, man. They got that title and got that name for a reason. They do anything from imports, from European cars, to Chevys, Buicks, Fords, Dodge, complete motor swaps, complete transmission swaps, complete ECU swaps, ECMs, you name it, they can do it. And they do it in a timely manner. Look up SuperTech and Willow Park, and that's the place to go, man. I'm going to get back to it, enjoy the show, and let's see what we can get done today. Let me make this stationary so you can see what's going on. Is that better? All right, let's move you guys over here a little bit. How's it going, Gary? I'm Dominic, man. Welcome to the 4FRONT Hot Rod Show. This is a 1936 Hudson UTE fender. And I'll show you what I built on it. That was there. I'm not saying that they did it wrong. I just put a little bit more time into it. So that was there. And once again, I'm not knocking anybody down. I'm just they worked with what they had, you know, and all I did was take what they had and just I just made it a little bit better. And I'll show you the ram horn. You can see it right there. This is what was on it. And I just put new metal in it. That's all I did. I built that on the English wheel. And came out all right. So now I'm just kind of cleaning everything up before I move to the next stage. That's what y'all guys are watching me do. Let's clean all that up and then let me leave this stationary that way you guys can see. Yeah, so a friend of mine, you guys might know who he is. His name's Chris Cagle. He comes over to the shop, and man, he's a really good dude, man. And he says, he goes, hey, brother, man. He says, do you think you could help me build a Cobra car? And I was like, a Ford Cobra car? I was like, man, it's like one of my dreams to build one of those. And I was all excited. So he's doing some things right now, but here in the near future, I think we're going to help him build his Cobra car. We're going to make that, instead of all fiberglass, we're going to build it all metal, and make a wide metal body kit for it. But yeah, man, now that I got the feel of it, I can definitely turn this into a rear end of a Cobra. But this is a hand-built 1936 UTE Hudson fender, and yeah, man, God has definitely blessed me with the talent. This is the rear. This is the right driver fender on a 1936 Hudson UTE. they don't even make them in America anymore. I think one of the guys from YouTube told me they make them in Australia, and this is some rare footage that you find somebody building one. Let me show you what I had to do to kind of make it correct. We just had some, and I didn't mean to drop my buddy's name like that on YouTube. I'm not trying to get no credit off that. I'm just me, man. So I have this came from another shop. That would be rad. It would be kind of cool, man, to turn the MG into I've been turning. Oh, you are turning. He said I'm turning the MG into a '57 Corvette-ish car. Where are you located, man? I'm in Aledo, Willow Park area. Now, let's see. The company that sponsors me, so I'm sponsored by SuperTech in Aledo, and it's 1303 Jerry Drive. And so right through these doors, I'm going to show you where the magic happens. You don't want to be on camera?
Huh?
You don't want to be on camera?
Yeah, okay.
Yeah? All right. So this is one of the technicians. He's an import, Mercedes, Toyota, Lexus, Ferrari. Yeah, every brand. So this guy is he's the import guy here. They do full engine replacements. He's replacing that engine right there, right now. And fast, dude. These guys are fast. So this is 1303 Jerry Drive. Tyler, you want to be on camera?
Not really.
Okay. They said not really. There's like 4,600 people watching right now, bro.
Yeah, probably not.
I'm not going to show you any. But that's a full-blown shop. It's SuperTech in Aledo. Yeah, man. Maybe when you get your haircut, we'll put you on, okay? So you can look super cute. I don't know what his name is. Got a bad hair day. I don't know. North Idaho, huh? Yeah, I know, right? So he's from Puerto Rico, man. Definitely a very impressive technician. Tyler's a really good technician. Brandon's a really good technician. I mean, you got the alignment rack. It's a big operation, and it's kind of cool to see what's going on. I'll show you the 66 build. So it's a 1966 convertible Mustang build. All panels are brand new. And we just stabbed that motor to 289 and then set the coilover suspension, rack and pinion. We pushed it 3 inches back. And then, oh man, yeah. So come to Texas, brother, man. Or I just got back from SEMA. My boss, the owner of SuperTech, took us to SEMA, and that was a pretty awesome experience. Yeah, dude. So my background is collision and paint and body. But I mean, I'm third gen. However, I just wanted to do the next level type stuff, man. Like 1936 Hudson UTE. You know, that's something really not that a lot of people get to work on, and I just had the opportunity to fall into my laps. And I asked God, as I need something to get my name out there, man, so people know who I am. It's a cool bill, man. Regardless, I just enjoy doing it, you know. But hopefully, you know, it turns into something more. I got a little dent right there. I gotta pop out. But when you get to this point, just all the custom bike paint around here. Right on. I did. Yeah, custom in general, man. That's just the way to go. The challenge the mind every day. And it takes a certain kind of person, certain type of personality to see it get through and finished. I have a few friends of mine that build bikes, and I built a couple bikes a few years ago, man, and I don't want to talk about it. But anyways, inbox me, man, or we'll get to know each other. Follow me on Facebook. It's Pequeño Dominic, or follow me on TikTok, and I'll tell you about it, man. So, anyways, I like doing this, man. And if a bike comes around and it's a cool person, and I know they're gonna pay, I'll probably do a bike again. But until then, I ain't touching them. I got a lot of time in building bikes, bro. It's Pequeño Dominic. So PEQUENO DOMINIC. That's like little Dominic. Yeah, man. But so I paint. I'm a third gen painter. But, you know, my I lied. But let me get back on this, and just if you want to keep watching, man, I'm gonna knock out all this now. Now that I'm right here, I can put the ink pen on it, the marker, and mark everything up, and then put it on the English wheel, and then bring it to life, and then turn it in tomorrow. I hope so. I kind of left some extra meat on the bone on this edge right here, on this lip, because the shop that it's going to hasn't put this vehicle together yet, and they see. I asked them, I was like, "Hey, man, would you want some more meat on the bone so you have something to play with, you know, just in case of measuring issues?" He's like, "Sure, man." I was like, "Cool." Which helps me out too, because less work, you know. And it's always good to have a little bit more meat on the bone. And then when I say material, and then cut it back to, you know, where it needs to fit later on. That's
Left side or right side?
That's the left side. Oh. 1 second. You're talking about on the you're talking about for the yeah. Right hand approach. We're ordering parts for another vehicle. Cool, man. That'll work. So in Waco, huh? What's the name of it, bro? My brother's in Waco. If I get a chance to go down for a visit, I'll come bug you for 30 minutes. You ain't gonna stay for 30 minutes. You're gonna stay longer than that, bro. Trust me. And then on top of that, I live on the lake, man. So we can go on the water if you want, bro. What's the name of your brother's? Does your brother have a shop down here? So I'm in Waco's not too far from me. I'm in Fort Worth. Like I said, it's Alito, but Waco's not too far from here. I live in Saginaw. Oh yeah, and then I'll show you this panel right here that I built as well. This is what came off of it. So I guess like that. I just built a new piece, threw a couple bead rolls in it, and yeah, you know, that's good to go. And then when the guys get it back, yeah, let me get a little work done, and then but I wish we had a way to communicate with each other like voice, you know, on this stuff. But I'm just learning how to use the YouTube channel. All right, here I'm gonna accept your deal right now, brother man. There you go. There we go. I just sent you a message, bro. I didn't realize it's already lunchtime. Let me grab something to eat. I'm gonna hop off for about 30 minutes and then I'll get back on if you guys want to continue. Give me about an hour and I'll jump back on. All right. Peace out, guys. Thanks for watching 4FRONT Customs, and like, share, and subscribe so we can get an algorithm going for people to watch this. This is something unique that you really don't see all the time. And I actually show you how to build them. And you see my mistakes happen, so I don't hide anything. If I make a mistake, you're going to see it on camera, and you're going to see how I fix it. You know, so. The only thing that's original on this fender is this center section. So there it is, man. But once again, thanks for watching, man. And I'll give me a little bit and I'll hop back on. Take it easy. If I know how to get off this thing.